a Ring on It, Season 1, Episode 1. Honey, I love this show. Oh, I love this show. This is what my new book is about. I wish my book was ready. It is not ready, but this is exactly what my book is about. Boyfriend, baby daddy, shacking up for 15, 20 years and wanting to be married. He still ain't married. You sitting there looking like a foolish woman. Get the Bible, Jesus. Where's the Bible? Then I'm like, you gonna marry me. He ain't married, girl. He don't want to marry. Okay. Welcome back to Church Girls Want to Get Married Too. My name is Janice. Honey, if you're not watching Put a Ring on It, girl, you need to watch it. You need to watch this show. It is a good show for my single sisters that's dating for marriage, and pick up my book on Amazon, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet. It is an excellent book. And Put the Ring, it's an excellent show. And I read it on Facebook and all over. A lot of women are mad. Oh, this show is stupid. Why are they going with other people? They already have in relationships. This is cheating. You know why you're mad? Number one is you're shacking up or had the boyfriend for 50, 11 years. I want to, please, Billy Bob, please marry me, Pookie. Pookie, when you gonna marry me, Pookie? I have 55 kids for you, Pookie. Pookie, but I want to get married. So you're mad. Or you the girl that he shacked up with for 10 years and then he left you and all your kids and married some heifer he met in 6 months. You know why he married her? Because he loved her. He knew that she was the one. Because my daddy said, girl, a man know by 3 months. By 3 months. A man knows if you're the one by 3 months. My husband said he knew the next month. Mind you, it took him a month to call me to take me out. So in the first month he took me, the first night before we got our dinner, honey, he was like, can I take you out again tomorrow night? I was like, no, I'm busy. He was like, what about Wednesday night? I said, okay. Wednesday night came, we had dinner. Can I take you out again tomorrow night? I said, no, I'm busy. How about Friday night? I said, okay. So if you've been in a relationship minus 3 months, that's how long. He know you're not the one, sweetie. You're not the one. Okay. Or you've had this boyfriend forever that he don't want to marry you. He keep dangling it in front of your face. He's just dangling. I just had a pen here. He's just dangling the ring and you're just, okay, where is my pen? I had a pen here. He's just dangling and you're trying to jump and catch it and drop it. He ain't marry you, girl. That's why you're mad. Or you have the woman, some of y'all mad at women at me because I don't believe in boyfriends and I didn't do it. My husband proposed in 3 months, in 8 months, and would have proposed in 6 months if I had told him he loved me, girl. He told me he loved me in April. I said, thank you. I was going to say, I love you too, because I wasn't finished getting the date. I needed the credit report. I needed the W-2s. Okay. And he said, if you had told me you loved me in April, I was going to propose to you in June before he left for his yearly conference. So in June, yeah, I told him I love you too. Okay, after I got the information. And he laid it all his information. We're going to get married. I got the bills. I'm taking care of everything. I'm providing for everything. I was like, okay, I love you too. And then he said, okay, when I come back next month, we're going to go ring shopping. But for those of you ladies who's been stuck in a relationship with your baby daddy or with your boyfriend, honey, you met a man and you jump in a whole full-fledged relationship with him and you want to be married and he doesn't tell me why you're with him, girl. Why? Okay, so I'm gonna have to try to finish this book. I just have to finish. It's finished. I'm just regrowing. I have to rearrange. I got problems. I have issues with my books. Okay, I just always move this, say this different. Okay. So I love this show. I encourage you to watch. It comes on Friday night on OWN. I think at 10 o'clock. Ready to Love is on too. I love that show too because it shows how delusional some of these women are. And foolish. Get the Bible. Get the Bible. Read Proverbs. It talks about the foolish woman. Foolish woman. Okay. So put a ring on it. Again, I love the show. And we meet Dr. Nicole, who's a relationship coach, and she has 3 couples. But in some of the previews, it's 4 couples. So I don't know where's the other couple coming from. But anyways, okay. And we meet Ashley, who's a paralegal in Hollywood. Did his mama name him Hollywood, or that's his street name? Because there is no way you name a kid Hollywood. But anyways, that ain't none of my business. Ain't my kid, wouldn't be my man. Okay. Ashley, love her. She's absolutely beautiful. She has beautiful skin, beautiful cheekbones. She's 39. She does not look her age. Shay, who's 27, look like she's 39. Even though Shay is beautiful though, but she looks older. I don't know if it's her makeup or anything, but she actually looked 38-ish. She don't look 27. But Ashley, beautiful, beautiful. She's real tiny. She's real cute. And Doctor say you all have one thing in common. You're not married. Okay. Mike and Shay has been going together for a couple of years yet now. He said right where we need to be. Mike is a mess. I can't believe his name is Michael. Because, I got me and Michael. And Shay look at him like, but she's delusional. Okay. And the doctor said, you ready to put a ring on it or go your separate ways? And so the show is, you've been together for years. You're not married. Either one of them want to get married or the other one don't want to get married or they don't want to know what to do. And this show or this challenge is going to help you to either put a ring on it or you need to go your separate ways. Okay. And so she said, well, tell me, why are you here? And again, Ashley's 39. They've been together for 8. They've known each other 9 years, been together for 8 years. Hollywood, he owns his own business. He's a barber. He's just a thug, a hood. Like, he is the guy, him and Ulysses is the guy that if we were in a big room and they came up talking to me, I would just walk away and say, no, thank you. Okay. Not my time. Okay, they love each other. They have fun. They love the same things. But Hollywood actually proposed with 2 different rings. So he did propose, Ashley. And Ashley said, well, he proposed, but the next week he was like, I don't know if I want this. And then the next week, I want it. And she said that rush, she bought a gown. She made a down payment on the a destination wedding. And he keeps changing his mind. And he's saying this roller coaster thing, it makes her sick and she don't like it. And you know what the Bible says, ladies, an unstable person gets nothing from God. A double-minded man is unstable and gets absolutely nothing from God. And so she's like, wait a minute now, you want to get married or do you not want to get married? And so now when she was ready, he wasn't ready. And now he's ready again. And now she's like, well, I ain't ready. But you know what I think with Ashley? She don't trust him. She don't trust him. Because if he wants to marry you, Ashley, why don't you want to marry him? So what's wrong, baby? What's wrong? The truth is, and I'm just picking this up about her, is she don't trust him. And she says she is happy with him, but she could be happier. She's not afraid of marriage. She is afraid of marrying the wrong person. And that's how I was. That's why it took me forever to get married. 35. I was 35 when I met my husband, 34. I got married 35. And I was just waiting for I had my list, the check, bye. Let me not use the word afraid. I didn't want to marry the wrong person. I didn't want to marry wrong. I didn't want to be a part of the statistics of getting a divorce. And people get divorced for all type of different reasons. But faith, family, and finances, okay? But I just want to make sure I chose the right person that I believe was the best person that we can live a happy and committed and growing life together, and that he felt the same way about me and my daughter. Okay, because remember, I had Lexi when I was 16, my baby girl. Okay. She said he wants to get married now, but she's afraid of being vulnerable to him. I love to listen to what these people say because their words speak volume. You know, I'm a writer, right? So words mean a lot to me. So when a woman says, I'm afraid of being vulnerable to you, it means I don't trust you with me. Huh? I don't trust you with me. I don't trust you with who I am. I don't trust you with my life. I don't trust you with my heart. And I can't be vulnerable with you because in a marriage you need to be vulnerable. You need to be, for lack of a better word, naked. And so because of she's afraid of being vulnerable to him, it's she's afraid of allowing herself to get to that next place. Meaning, I'm afraid of being vulnerable. I'm afraid of just being naked before him. Okay. He said, listen to what Hollywood said. He said, to be honest with you, I was scared. Huh? He proposed to her, but he was scared. He said, I was afraid of losing her, so that's why I proposed. Oh, Hollywood. So you didn't propose because you really understand what marriage is. And you really understand the responsibility of a husband. You proposed because you didn't want to lose her. So tell me something, Hollywood and men and women out there. What happens when you get to the place where you're no longer afraid of losing her? You say, you know what, F you, go ahead about your business. I don't care about losing you. This is why, ladies, you need to have a clear understanding of what marriage is and the responsibility of each other. You need to ask him why you want to marry me, why you want to get married. Because I was reading in a group, a young girl, 20, 23, 21, get married. I got married, but now I don't know what to do. And I said, so you got married without knowing what to do? How you did you go to marriage counseling? No. Huh? You're married and now you don't know what to do. And so, ladies, this is why you just can't marry any man, baby. This is why a lot of wives are the naked wife. Because, first of all, you choose the wrong husband, and then you choose a man who don't know how to be a husband. Let me read this from the back of my book. Do you know that the title husband is a calling? Yes, husbands are called, anointed, destined, and appointed by God to profess their love, provide for, and protect their wives. A husband is to love his wife like Christ loves the church. How did Christ love the church? Christ loves the church so much that he died for her. So what happens when a husband does not fulfill his God-ordained destiny of a husband to his wife? It causes his wife to be naked. But I do believe the reason why a lot of these men don't want to get it because some of them do understand because God put it in them. So marriage for the woman, for the wife, ladies, if you choose the right husband, it's easy for you because all you have to do, listen, ladies, all you have to do, enjoy, rest, respect him, and clap. Oh, my Messiah. Come on, sisters. All we have to do, ladies, is enjoy what he prepared himself for. A man has to prepare himself to be a husband. This is why my husband and his frat brothers, the ones that I know, they didn't get married 20 and 21 and 22 and 20. They said, I wasn't ready to get married for a while. I have a while to put away. They all got married in their mid 40s. Because they prepare themselves. They say, I want to be able to take care of my wife. I want to put you in a house. I want to have some money in the bank. I want to give you the life you want to. They have to prepare themselves. So wives, all we do is enjoy what he's bought, provided for. Me and Mike got married. Lex to get a little support. And I said, Mike, Mike, I'm here. This is what Alexa. He said, girl, what you doing with that? Put that away. He said, put it away. Put it away. Put it in bank. He said, I got this. I got all this. Why? You need something? You need something. You need something. So all we got to do is enjoy. That's why you don't marry no man that ain't got nothing for you to enjoy. You got to provide for him. Rest. You're cool. I'm cool. I don't worry about nothing, child. I don't worry about nothing. Mortgage. Mortgage? Rent. Heat, light, food. No. Respect him, but you can't respect somebody who you don't admire and adore, and you are his biggest cheerleader. But a husband, a husband has to die. Hallelujah. For those of you who have problems when I get excited and passionate, you might as well go on over next door, okay? Because we get excited over here for Jesus, okay? Where's my book? In Christ, I am. Husband has to die. In order for him to love me, he has to die to himself, because a husband is representative of Christ. A marriage between one man and one woman is a representation between the marriage between Christ and the church, and the husband represents the Christ. The husband represents Christ, and what did Christ have to do to prove his love for the church? He had to die for her. And now that he died, what the church do? Oh, now Messiah. Hallelujah. I love you. I love you. I love Nanama. I love you, Lord. I love you. That's all we do. I love you, Jesus. I love you. I live my life for you. Husband has a responsibility. The responsibility I wrote in this book, responsibility of a husband is similar to the responsibility of a parent and child. My kids are not supposed to get their needs met outside of me. Anything my children need and want, they need, me and Big Michael has to provide for. They're not supposed to get their needs met outside of me, except what Jesus needs to do, and the doctors and all of them people. A wife is not supposed to get any needs met outside of her husband. Every need she has to be met. It's supposed to be met by her husband, other than Jesus and the doctors, and she need to go talk to her girlfriends, except for me, child. I've talked to the girls at the work. That's it. When I come home, I want to be home. Don't bother me. I'll text you once in a while. I don't need to hang out, have girls Friday night. I don't need all that. And so, ladies, the man will lay down with you, shack up with you, make babies with you for 20 years and get up and leave you and go marry somebody that they've met 6 months ago. You know why? Because they want to die for her. And you sat up here for 15 years popping baby out. Pop. Every year you're popping a baby out. You got 10 kids. How could he get up and leave me and our children and break up our happy home? What happy home, child? He ain't married. He ain't died for you. And this is why, ladies, we have to stop that. This is why my book is coming out very soon. About not wasting time. If you want to be a wife, stop being a girlfriend. My husband in February talked about he wanted to be exclusive. I said, oh no, I don't believe in boyfriends and I don't believe in exclusivity. You're not going to lock me down with no ring on my finger. And while, according to him, he was only dating me, I was open to dating other guys. And I was dating and open to date other guys until that June when he laid out all the income and saying, when I come back, we're going to go ring shopping, blah, 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 blah. Then I was like, okay. Okay, Billy Bob. Bye. Okay. And every so often I talked to him, especially when I ran, and I said, oh, why did you marry me? He told me why he married. He said, no. The real question is, why did you marry me and not that other guy? I never told him I was going away with anybody else, but I told you one thing. Every time he wanted to go out, I was not available. Every time he called, I did not answer the phone. And every time he texted, I did not respond. I'm busy. And when I didn't hear from him in a month and he wanted to take me out that night and take me out tomorrow night, I said, I'm sorry. I got plans. I have a date. And he called me Thursday night, want to take me out. I didn't go out to him until Monday. Let me open my window. Okay. Hollywood was scared of losing her, but he wasn't really ready to be no husband. And she knows that. That's why she don't trust him. Michael and Shay. He's a software developer. That means his brother's loaded. Okay, Shay, she's 27. She's an implementation consultant. And they have something else under her name. They've been dating for 2 years. They know each other for 6 years. And they were in a relationship. And then she found out she still had feelings for her ex. She dropped Mike. And I guess went running after the ex. Mike moved to D.C. Met some girl. Proposed to her. Huh? Okay. Shay sitting down talking about, he's my soulmate. Listen to what, this is why I listen to watch this show 2 or 3 times. She said, he's my soulmate, and Mike said, she's my best friend. Did y'all hear that? Some of y'all get the book on Amazon, sitting around talking about, oh, that's my best friend. We gonna get married. And the church and people tell us, be a man's best friend. He don't have a best friend? You tell me. I wasn't trying to be Big Michael's best friend. He had a best friend for over 40 years. They went to school together. They lived in the same community, went to high school, went to college together. They've been best friends for 40. I want a best friend. I had a best friend. I wanted a husband. Okay. Shay says, I want us to have an understanding about where our relationship is because we're at a crossroad, and she wants to come out with an engagement. So Shay is pushing, I want to engage, you need to propose to me, you love each other, we love each other, you need to propose to me. Mike says, marriage, listen to what he said, y'all. Marriage is 2 people that signed a contract and is forced to be together. Let me tell you what he said again. I'm telling you, got to listen to these men, ladies. Pick up my book. It will teach you how to listen and how you to tune your ears in and how to judge what a man is saying. He said marriage is 2 people who sign a contract that is forced to be together. Shay jumps in and said, that's not what marriage means. Okay, Shay, 27. You want to get engaged. You want to be married. He's not ready. He don't want to marry you. He thinks marriage is forced. And you think, oh, marriage is affair to. Why are you with him, Shay? Tell me why. Shay, why are you with that boy? Shay says the goal is for us to get engaged this year. So she has all these dreams and all this vision. And Mike don't want to have any parts of it, okay? Mike, he said, I don't understand the timeline. Why we have to get engaged this year? We're in a good place, and I don't want to throw things off. So Shay's going north, and Mike is going south, and they're just stuck in the middle because ain't nobody moving. Now listen to why Mike said he proposed. He said, I proposed to the girl in D.C., because she had some insecurities, and I thought the ring would give her some assurances, but it actually made things worse. Mike proposed to the girl in D.C. because she was insecure and he wanted to give her some assurance. Not because he was ready to be a husband, not because he was ready to die, but because she was insecure. So you know what? I'm going to give her some insurance. In my new book, I think even in here I mentioned the shut-up ring. The shut-up ring is in my new book. Men, give you a ring, ladies. You've been engaged for 11 years. You have a shut-up ring. He wants you to shut up. It don't take that long. And then I have another chapter in my book is he ain't put a ring on it because he don't love it. Okay. So he said, Shay said he moved back. He broke up with the girl. Mike moved back to Atlanta, and they moved in together. So there was no kind of time to breathe, time to kind of figure out what's going on, time to kind of heal myself, time to kind of figure out. No, I'm just gonna jump from bed to bed, from Dingling and Kitty, from Dingling to Kitty, and Kitty to Dingling. Okay. Mimi, she's a parent advocate. She's 42. And Ulysses, it didn't say how long Ulysses, first of all, his mama named him Ulysses. And, yeah. Me and the mama wouldn't get along with a name like that. But anyways, Ulysses, ladies, you need to know. You need to stop wasting time. You need to know if you're in a room and certain type of guys come up to you, can they get a conversation? Ulysses wouldn't even get a hi. I'd be like, huh? Because he looks drunk and high, and he talk with that drunk slur that is just, And Hollywood, It said they met at a video shoot, and he looked at her and he said, wow, good. Ladies, men are visual. Okay, what you think Adam said when he woke up and saw a butt-naked woman standing in front of him? He said, wow. Whoa, man. Whoa, man. Whoa, man. Woman. Okay. Ulysses says, every time we're together, I feel complete. So you're missing some parts. I hate when people say my better half. God made you a whole person. Okay. She feels as if they meshed together. Okay. He cheated. So that caused her to feel insecure. I don't know how old he is, but he looks younger than she is. They broke up. Her dad had a stroke, and that kind of bring them back together. Okay, so you got back together, not necessarily because you wanted to be together, but because pressure caused you to come back together. See, all these people together for all the wrong reasons. Mimi says she loves him, but at a point don't know she wants to stay or move along. And she said her issues is insecurity, communication, and he looks at her like, for real, you still feel that way? See, this is the thing with men. Because they're not emotional beings, they can sleep with 10 different women in one day, and it means absolutely nothing to them. Okay, and they can have a fight and forget about what happened, and 5 days later we still mad about it. Sometimes my husband say, "You still mad about that? That was like last week." I say, "Yeah, I'm still mad about it." Then I had to just stop. I had to stop doing that. I had to stop. Cause then I'd be talking to, and he come up to me. He was like, "What?" I'm like, "What you mean what? You upset me." He's like, "I did." When? Last week? Or he upset me. And he called, baby. I'm on my way, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm waiting for an apology. He's like, why you not saying nothing? I said, I'm waiting for you to apologize to me. About what? What you mean about what? So I just had to stop it, girl. I just had to stop the foolishness. I just had to talk it through and just let it go, okay? Because we don't let stuff go. See, men let it go, and then we still mad, and they're like, about what? Okay, he says his issue is her ability to responsibility to talk about stuff when stuff happen and not days later. Because like she do the same thing. Like something happened on Wednesday and she comes to him apologizing on Friday. He's like, Friday, girl. He's like, no, apologize back there. Okay. She said, I thought I was ready for marriage, and I realized that I wasn't ready. I think she don't trust him. She don't trust his judgment. Okay. She said, I see divorce all around me and I don't want to get divorced. I want to get married. Um, One time, let me close my window, child. I'll open it all the way and know I'm cold. Okay? And that's fair, isn't it? That's fair. Right? You see a lot of divorce around you and then you don't want to end up being divorced. But this is why it's so important for us, ladies and gentlemen, for us to choose wisely. Okay? We need to choose wisely. Okay. Shay jumps in. Oh, I think marriage is beautiful. It can be a fairy tale. It can be all dreamy. And Mike is just super scared. And she speaks with this voice that you would not think she has that voice, because she looks like she's about 5'11". She's tall. Beautiful girl. She's tall. I wonder if she ever models. She could be about 6 feet. And so her voice does not fit her, okay? She has one of those sort of like a squeaky voice. And I'm like, oh, no. He said, oh, and I think marriage is just so dreamy and beautiful and fairy tale. And he is scared because it's going to be scary and things are going to change. But I just think marriage is just so beautiful. And he's looking, he's like. So then Dr. Nicole jumps in. She said, marriage has no power. I don't agree with that statement, but I understood what she was saying. Okay. It does have power. But I understood what she was saying. I don't agree, but I understood what she was saying. But she said something important. She said, you define the marriage. You make the rules. You make the boundaries. Marriage is defined by you. And I totally agree with that. Okay, this is why, ladies, you have to know what you want in your marriage. Mike, he says, I just don't think it's necessary. We wake up every day and we choose to be with each other. What are we rushing to get married for? Hello, Shay, and millions of other women with their boyfriends and baby daddies shacking up, wanting to get married when the man says, I just don't think marriage is necessary. Mr. Marriage is just a piece of paper in this book. Okay, you want to get married. Let's divorce your emotions, ladies, because we're emotional, and that's all right, because God created us to be emotions, but we are not to be ruled by our emotions, and our emotions is our giant, our Goliath that we have to conquer. So lock away your emotions back here and use that part of the brain that God gave you to calculate and be deliberate. Shay and millions of single women out here and boyfriends and baby daddies and baby mamas. You want to get married. Your boyfriend or your baby daddy don't want to get married. He don't think it's necessary. He think it is forced. Why are you still with him if you want to get married? Please tell me. This is what my book is about. If you want to get married, baby, why are you with a man who don't want to get married? This is why I never believe in boyfriends. I wrote in my new book in this one, I don't believe in boyfriends. Because boyfriends you meet and you jump in a full-fledged relationship with this man without the information. Then you get in and you realize I want to get married and he don't want to get married. So now you need to convince him and stress him and nag him into marrying you, and you keep popping the babies out and think if you pop the babies out, he will love you enough to marry you, and you waste 10, 15, 20 years of your life waiting for him to marry you, and 9 out of the 10 times he gets up and marries somebody else. Do people get married eventually? Yes, that's how the devil works. He will allow 1 or 2 people that's shacked up for 20 years to get married and to give you some hope. Well, Watermelon and Pookie, they shacked up for 50 years and they eventually get married. So I think you'll like, no, girl, no. Walk away. Stop with the boyfriend. Stop with the girlfriend. Just stop. Date accordingly. Stop falling in love. Stop getting with a man and making him your man. If you meet a man that don't want to get married and you want to get married, baby, drop him and move along. Because there is somebody else out there who is looking for a woman who wants to be married. But no, you shacked up over here with Pookie, waiting for Pookie to be ready to marry you, and Pookie don't want to, and you man. And Shay's a perfect. She's at the 27. Shay, girl, Shay, if you can hear me, girl, leave, baby. 27. She's tall. She's pretty. Her body is banging. She's beautiful. She speaks well. Girl, Shay, you need to. She could get wiped up really quick. Shay and Ashley, they can get very high value men, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Mimi, she 42 and she look her age, so I don't know. I can't help Mimi, but Shay and Ashley, oh, they can get wiped. They need to leave these two fools and mix and mingle and go date around and find them some very nice men who are ready to get married and settle down. Okay. So Shay says, and see, that scares me too, because he's always thinking if he ends, he just want to get up and walk away. No divorce, no split in the house. So a man that loves you, girl, wouldn't be doing. Doctor said, everybody's struggling with fear. And what if we get married? What's going to happen? And what if we don't get married? She said, you're either stuck or struggling to move. And I think they're all struggling. I don't know if none of them have kids. They haven't said they have any kids. So she said, we're going to flip the script. You're going this week, you're going to date. With this period, experiment, you're going to date other people. The only way to deal with fear is to face it and conquer it. And she said, I'm going to push you out of your comfort zone and find the truth about your relationship. Is this your happy ever after, or you would be happier with somebody else? Is the grass green on the other side? Find out if you're meant to be by dating other people. This is why I love this show. Because it's really letting you know what the real meaning of dating is. The true meaning of dating is not shacking up, having babies, and making him your man. The true meaning of dating is gathering data about a person to see if they're right for you. That's what dating is. Not making him your man, not getting with him, not having a baby, not shacking up, not buying a house, not buying a car, not having a bank account. It's really checklist. You save? No. Bye. You want to get married? Bye. Here go Hollywood. Hell no. I don't know. Ashley's with that man. Ashley's like, okay. Shay is like, you listen to, he looking confused, and Mike is just like this. He don't care. And so doctor said, ladies first. And she said, I'm sending you on a date not only what you want, but what you need. See, there's a difference, ladies. One and needs is different. And she said, remember that we're doing this with a goal to put a ring on it or break up. Shay's getting ready and she's picking out dresses, and Mike come in and said, oh, you getting ready? And he was like, I want you to go out and have a good time. And she's like, she wants him to be jealous, and he's not. Okay, she said a little bit of jealousy don't hurt him, and he needs to stop being so cocky. Mimi and Ulysses, they got the call. The father is getting worse. The doctor wants to not resuscitate. She's like, I don't feel right. And she's short. Her bed is at her navel. Unless she has one of those tall beds, like my bed is really tall. But she is really, really, really short. And then Ulysses, he go, now you young thing, young, I'll find somebody like me. And you be with him for 6 years and see he still open doors for you, and see with the mother effort he still gonna open doors for you. And I'm like, well, I've been with my husband for 8 years, honey, and I don't touch a door. When I'm with my husband, I don't touch a door, girl. Okay. Ashley's all dressed in athletic gear, and here go Holly. Well, you looking all sexy. You got all the ammos. You have the donkey bunk to them all. And the camel toes. And he said, you go ahead and see if there's better out there that can do all that I do. And he's over there cooking, and you want eggs, and them down south, man, you know they can throw out in the kitchen. And Sheila's like, what if he's fine? And he's like, Holly was like, I don't care if he's fine. What if he's fine with the little wiener? And Ashley's like, ha ha ha. And he's like, I'm fine, and I got a big wiener. Okay, Hollywood. And she's like, please don't be like this every time I have to go on a date. Because this whole season is the ladies, everybody dating. Next week is going to be, tonight is going to be the guys. I'm going to try to catch it tonight live. I don't know if I'm going to will, but I will. Okay, Darren. Ray comes and he looks like Darren from Ready to Love in season 2. He's tall. Hollywood is short. I thought Hollywood was tall. But in comparison to Ashley, he's tall. But in comparison to Ray, he's short. Okay, Ray is about a head above Hollywood. And of course, Hollywood is getting all emotional. You feel me, brother? Don't try me, brother. Respect me, brother. You know, keep your eyes up. And, you know, Ray's checking her out. Ashley looking all sexy. He's like, keep your eyes up, brother. You feel me? You feel me? And Ashley's going through the door, and she's all happy, and he's like, why are you looking all happy? She's like, it's that time to go. And Hollywood was like, I'll bust his ass. And I just crack up laughing because, you know, I thought that was funny, okay? I don't really care for Hollywood, but he got a good sense of humor, okay? And so they went out to the car. Ray opened the door, and she got in the car. She offered to hold his navigation system. And they're talking about some teams, and she joking. And he was like, she was like, Dr. Nicole did really good because he looked like a baby Odin Beckham. He does, girl. He does. Okay? If it wasn't for all them tattoos, Ray could get a date with me, okay? You know, if I was single. I'm married now. And I was kind of put myself to see, would I go out with this person? Okay, he could get a conversation, but not with the tattoos. I can't. Okay, there's too many tattoos. I don't mean, yeah, I could understand one or two, like, you know, between your toes or something, but it's all over. No, I can't. They went on a bike ride date, which I thought was cute. She said it feels good. And she joked with him about taking off her shirt. And she said, you know, she was focused on what Hollywood was giving her. And he checked the list, okay. And she's thinking about the 20% that he's not giving her. And maybe she should just go ahead and go with the 80%. And she was like, but listen, ladies. What Ray did for her was showed her that there are guys out there that will give her everything she wants. I don't think any relationship you get 100%. You might get 99.99, but not 100. Jesus is the only 100%, okay? And this is what I mean, ladies, about dating. You meet this guy, he's only 50%, but there's somebody who can give you 99.5. If you remember that song, 99.5 won't do. It will do when you're dating, okay? Okay, Mimi, dad is sick, and the doctor called. That's terrible. Anyways, he walked away, which I didn't like it because I think that's an example of what she's talking about. Okay, she's going through, and instead of you sitting there consoling her, you walked away. And I didn't like it. And I think that's what she's talking about. Shay's date brought flowers. Honey, Andre was fine. Handsome. Whoo, he was a good looking man. 2 earrings though. Okay, he would have to take it. Nice chocolate man, nice clean cut, nice business shirt. I think it was rolled up. I gotta go back and look at it. And he brought the flowers, nice teeth. Them guys from down south, even Hollywood, have nice teeth, okay? Nice flowers, handsome, okay? He said he's a unicorn. He said, I want everybody to find love. I love that about nice beard, nice low beard. Like, I don't mind a nice low beard, but all this big old beard out here, okay? And he says she's smart, she's sexy, she should get what she wants. And then she's telling, oh, we were in a relationship, we broke up, he went and got engaged, and I want him to propose to me. He bust on laugh. He said, whoa, 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 wait a minute. He was engaged, he proposed to somebody else, and now you want him to propose to you. And she was like, oh my God, don't say it out loud, it sounds bad. And he was like, it is bad. And she was like, well, no, it shows that he's capable. And Andre said, yeah, it shows that he's capable, but maybe he don't want to be engaged to you. Thank you, Andre. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. He said a man knows. Men know, ladies. My daddy said 3 months. They know by 3 months. Okay. Maybe he don't want you. She heard what she wanted to hear. I had to rewind and answer, this girl is delusional. And she said, oh, I just didn't think that, I didn't think about that maybe Michael has given everything he can emotionally, and maybe he doesn't have it in him to propose because he already proposed to somebody else. And I never thought about that, and I'm thinking she's about to propose to him. No, Shay, no, baby. Maybe he don't want to propose to you. Maybe he don't want to marry. Okay. She's saying he can't take the lead to propose. Ashley come home from her day and Hollywood is having a fit. I'm not giving you no hug. I'll give you a hand. Did you kiss him? Did he touch you behind? And she was like, do you like this dude? And she was like, and he was, are you trying to see what it is? And she was like, and he just said, so you see, you know what that's telling me? You dig? You know what that telling me is that you trying to see what it is. You dig? This is how he talked. This is how Hollywood talked. And she was like, you know what? If you and I were not together, I will go out with him again. And he was like, so we together. So what you trying to say? She was like, it was refreshing, okay, to go with her. He was like, well, go ahead, keep on being refreshed then. And she was like, this is what I'm talking about. You don't listen, all these movements, all these, you dig and all this. He ghetto, child. He ghetto. They meet back up with Dr. Nicole, and Hollywood is still acting a fool. And she asked how the date was, and Dr. Nicole asked her how the date. It was great to open up. They have a lot in common. So Ray and Hollywood have a lot in common. Here go Hollywood. Don't compare me. You dig? I'm an original. You dig? I mean, I'm saying don't. Don't compare me to nobody else. Don't. You dig? I'm an original. And Dr. Nicole's like, wait. She got to be honest. Okay, Mimi didn't go on a date because, her father is sick. Shay had a great time conversation. He was cute, she said. She said she loved that he has clarity of where he is in life and where he is and what he wants. And here go Mike. I am confident that she will not meet anybody else. I'm not scared to hear her going out with nobody else. He's not ready. He's not worried about her meeting anybody else or going nowhere because he already filled her cup. I said, fill me up, Jesus. Fill my cup, Lord. He said, ain't nobody from the outside is going to come break up me and Shay. If we break up, it's going to be from the inside. Thank you for saying that. Because she needs to pick up her worth and walk away. Okay. And Shay, see, Dr. Nicole asked you, she going to get a second date. She said no. And Dr. Nicole was like, why? She was like, he's short. He was short. He was. She's about 6 feet. Shay is tall and beautiful. And Mike and Andre, I would say maybe 5'7", maybe 5'6". I'm 5'6", and he looks shorter than me. And everybody kind of laugh. And some people think that's shallow. I don't think it's shallow. Remember, this is your life partner. And you have to choose that person that is right for you. And maybe she has not come to that conclusion that, you know what, even if he's short, if he's a great guy, I will go with it. And I think a woman has to come to that conclusion, because I can't do no little short man either. I told Miles, I said, you lucky. You lucky, Michael. I said, you lucky, okay? You made it by the skin of your teeth, because he's 6 feet. Okay, he's the short. My husband is one of the shortest guys that I've ever went on more than one date with. Okay, I did go on one date with this one guy, but then I broke it off. He was a fool. I was an idiot. And Mr. Kryptonite, he was 6'8". Ugh. To Miles, I said, you know, are you sure you make it by the skinny teeth? I was watching Ready for Love. He came in the room and I didn't even look up or nothing, and I'm just looking at the TV. And he said, so this is what you like? All this chocolate? I said, ew, you know I don't like chocolate. I like caramel. That's what it's caramel. He was like, oh, okay. Oh my God! Cher was like, "See, I didn't get none of this from him that all Hollywood is getting. That Hollywood and she would have liked to." Okay. Dr. Nicole asks Ashley, "Is Ray gonna get a second date?" She said, "I would like to go out with him, but I'm choosing not to because of Hollywood." And I'm like, "But that's the whole purpose." And she said, "You know, it could be a disservice to herself, because that's the whole purpose of this." What's the word I'm looking for? Experiment. That's not the word, but you know what I mean. This challenge, this situation, or whatever, is for her to date other people. And she said she's basically scared of going out with Ray, because what if there is something else? I think she's attracted to him. She's very attracted to Ray, and she's scared. She's extremely afraid. Look at that. One day, and she already found what she want and need. And she's been with this man for 9 years. All right. All right, y'all. That's going to be it. Tell me what you think. I absolutely love and adore you. I love this show. Tell me if I'm crazy for loving this show. But this is what my books are about dating several guys at once. Meeting them, getting to know them, getting the data, and not shacking up, making babies, and all this bullcrap that a lot of women do. Okay, gather the data. If he's not what you want, if he's not wanting to get married, if it's not leading to marriage, just drop him and move along. No commitments, no emotional attachments, none that you can move. I love you. Please subscribe to my other channel, Study the Bible in 1 year. I will see you. I'm probably going to wait up and watch the other show. I just hate that it comes on at 9. I wish it came on at 8, because, you know, 9 o'clock is kind of late, girl. You know, I'm sleeping at 9 o'clock. But anyways, I love you, girl. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye. Remember, my books are available on Amazon. Thank you for those of you who've been buying my books. Appreciate the love and the support. The Naked Wife is also available. And In Christ I Am. I love you.